Negi ji, good morning.
Good morning.
Very good morning. All good?
Yes, all good. Was reading about modern authentication, your OAuth
Mhm.
and OpenID Connect. Some deeper knowledge
Yes,
on that.
right. So important part will be there, how the federation services works, right? How the chain
Hmm.
federation work, what is the role of authorization server, right? Because in
Right.
all modern authentication, things are totally different, right? And that's the ask of the uh, okay. So welcome to this, you know, fast track career into the cloud security. Let's get started. Before starting, let's do some follow up, questions. Okay.
Uh, okay.
So I have one question actually, just a mock question. Okay, take it easy.
Mhm.
Suppose you are a cloud security architect, right?
Right.
And the client is asking to decide the identity solution for the customer. As a architect, cloud security architect, what will be
Mm-hmm.
your recommendation as a best practices, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's your thought on that, Mr. Negi?
So they are looking for identity solution, right?
Mm-hmm.
So first thing is since most of or in these modern times or recent times, all authentications are basically happening through API or they are using the modern authentication. So I will suggest them that for this, you can use your Okta or your Azure AD for the identity. Because
Mm-hmm. Okay. What else?
and second factor would be that I should be able to use my on-premise AD. So maybe I already have the identity and I want to use the same identity to identity in cloud instead of Azure AD identity. So we need to look for a solution where I can use existing one or where we can synchronize these with the Azure AD.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And
And
what will be your best practices on STA and hashing?
as hash means they are the
Or
technologies from
sorry, hashing or PTA actually. Sorry.
yeah hashing and NPT. See,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the pass-through authentication which we should go. Hashing is also there. We can also use password hash
Mm-hmm.
for
Mm-hmm.
identity,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
pass-through authentication or
Mm-hmm.
MFA, conditional access.
Mm-hmm.
So these are some of the best practice which I would suggest
Mm-hmm.
as a
Good, good.
security.
Okay, good. Uh, so your thought process is good actually, but we have to do some lot of brainstorming session on those questions because these are very important questions and these are mandatory questions. Okay, so let's any question before I start,
No,
Nigiji? No question.
yeah,
Okay,
no
let's
question.
jump on. We I think we completed this network part, if not wrong, networking, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's focus on uh, because we have to complete this actually.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
let's focus on firewall and security, right?
Mm-hmm.
So as we talked about NSG, VNet, Subnet, so NSG itself is a firewall, right? But Azure has its own firewall actually. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Azure firewall. You have uh, Azure LB, load balancer, right? Azure application gateways, and many more things actually, right? So you have that kind of Azure firewall, which which can communicate with your existing on-premise firewall, right? And you can integrate with your Palo Alto, your Cisco. You can do like load balancing feature is also available here, right? Application gateway is also available. So what is difference between load balancing and application gateway? That's my question.
Load balancing is like distributing the load traffic to
Hmm.
the different servers in the backend.
Mm-hmm.
So, say you have a web application which has multiple front-end web servers. So, what load balancer will do is any request which is coming, the load balancer will distribute the traffic to the each of those backend servers. And application gateway also does this similar thing, like for load balancer, you need to have more than one servers in the backend. But application gateway, you can have only one servers also, and you can do it.
What other differences?
Uh, friends, no, I don't.
So the major difference is, you're right, explained very well, but major difference is like in load balancer, you are going to get host name, the
Mm-hmm.
your port number mostly, the host name, port number, the load balancing kind of. But in application gateway, you can also manage your URL, application URL. That is not possible through load balancer. Getting my point?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Okay.
URL load balancing, you can do through application gateway. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
through load balance, your load balancer, Azure load balancer or any load balancer, you can manage any host or servers. URL load balancing, you cannot do that. Okay, that's one difference.
Mm-hmm.
There are many other differences we'll discuss in detail. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and firewall works at which layer?
It works at layer 4 to layer 7.
Layer 4 to layer 7. That's right. Okay, any other thought process on firewall or any question?
Uh, no, firewall is just we are kind of doing filtering that what is allowed, what is not
Incoming
allowed.
traffic, outgoing
Yeah.
traffic, yeah, rules, and all those things we are
And
going to
some
apply through
firewall
firewall.
can also act as a load balancer also. So load balancer
Mm,
is specifically to distribute load, but firewall you can achieve a lot of things
yeah,
like.
yeah, complete security, right? Network security, actually, yeah. So the two things are remaining: DevOps and monitoring. Okay, let me
Mm-hmm.
quickly jump to DevOps first, and then we'll go to monitoring. I'm taking time on DevOps because that's very important. Many questions
Okay.
you are going to get because uh, and one more thing, let me highlight here before going to this.
Mm-hmm.
What is full stack architect? Okay, leave it. What is full stack developer?
Full as stack developer is like developing your application.
Everything you are taking care, right?
Yes.
Java, .NET, or for front end, back end, everything you're taking care.
Backend. Yeah. Yes.
It's no,
Runtime
I need
environment.
I need DB, who can manage my database. No, be full stack developer and manage everything. Python is coming on the way. Take care of it. It's your baby. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, Negi sir, what is full stack architect?
Full stack architect is you're managing everything from servers to networks to database to applications to
Mhm.
security.
Absolutely, you are on right track. So we have AD administrator. Okay.
Mm.
We have, like we already told, server administrator, right? We have storage
Storage.
administrator. network administrator, and so on.
mm,
Long list.
mm,
I know you are Bhish Pitama of the IT industry. You know everything. You know those are not
mm,
tax. So starting from AD admins, so you need AD administrator, server administrator, storage administrator. No, in cloud we need full stack solution architects. Means the person should know Active Directory. He should know Windows, Linux flavor of the OS management and how we can manage the storage, networking, firewall, everything, sir. Getting my point?
yes,
So after Azure AZ303 and AZ304, you will be called as Azure Solution Architect. The meaning of that, you are full stack infrastructure architect actually. Getting my point?
yes,
So far, so good. Clear?
yes.
Yes, sir. Let's move forward. Any question?
No, no.
And that's a complicated thing in cloud because the person who was working as a Wintel administrator since long, for him, it's very tough to grab everything, you know?
I
Yeah,
understand.
that's a problem. But yes, we have to solve the problem and move on, baby. DevOps. What is DevOps, Mr. Negi?
DevOps is a profile which involves the administration part of the IT and the development piece of IT. So you are developing and you are at the same time you are also administrating the things.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, 60% right. Let me add on something. DevOps. Okay. So your developers,
Mm.
okay, your testers will be part of your development. Okay.
Mm. Mm.
In operations, your DevOps engineer, your infra architect like us,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
Those will
Correct.
be part of us.
Mm.
Okay. So developer, need not to tell you what will be the
Mm.
role of developer and what will be the
Mm.
tester, Selenium tester.
Mm.
Those are not our baby. Let's forget that for now. Just focus on
Mm.
operation
Ops.
part. What, see, this skill is also helping us. What is role of
Mm.
DevOps? DevOps engineer.
DevOps engineer are those who are helping us to develop scripts for managing our infrastructure.
Actually,
CIC.
just remember old days. This
Mm.
waterfall model. What is waterfall model of SDLC?
Waterfall is everything coming from top to down.
Okay, means developers are working in isolation, so tester are working in isolation, and they are doing some program building their build and
Yeah.
for sending to tester, tested
Mm.
bug, doing bug reporting, again coming to, so kind of time waste of IT services only, right? So this waterfall model gone. That's why DevOps engineering and Scrum Master came into the picture. I will talk about all those things. You might be knowing that, but I'm just repeating all those things. Why this is required? Because this is concerned in related to your cloud security. That's why I'm speaking here. We are talking about
Mm.
those things, right? So
Mhm.
actually, developer is earlier used to developer. A developer also going to deploy the things in the pipeline. And they will be doing all those things, coding, deploying, and everything. Tester was also just doing testing and also sending it to the repository. So now what DevOps is going to take the work from the developers.
Mm.
Okay. So
Mm.
DevOps is going to ask, hey, Mr. Developer X, Focus on coding. Okay. Focus on your coding, your bug checking, testing team, focus on your testing part, focus on testing. We as a DevOps engineer, we will take care of your repository like GitHub. Okay. Your repository dump, your, your versioning of the repository, we are going to take care. The CI/CD pipeline, we will be taking care of. What is CI/CD? Continuous integration, continuous deployment.
Okay, continuous integration and continuous deployment.
Deployment. And that's a baby of DevOps engineer.
Okay.
Okay. So, hey, developer, Mr. Developer, you need not to worry about your repository. You need not to worry about the deployment. Okay. So the complete pipeline, CI/CD pipeline, I will talk about all those things. Why I'm talking about those things? Because we have to secure our CI/CD pipeline as part of cloud security, application security, container security, right?
Right.
Okay. So, so far so good.
Yes.
So DevOps engineer will do the part of repository management like GitHub and all any repository. There are many repositories available, right? Cloud native, non-cloud native kind of, and then designing the pipeline actually and how the deployment will happen. The DevOps engineer will be taking care of everything by using Ansible, Jenkins, everything. Okay, what will be the role of infrastructure architect here?
Infrastructure architect responsibility will be to provision or provide the platform for this CI/CD pipeline and securing that identity.
IAC, India Against Corruption. What is this?
IAC.
Infrastructure as a code.
As a code, okay.
This is not India Against Corruption. India, I'm sorry, infrastructure as a code. Okay. So, infrastructure architect is going to do the automation on infrastructure side. Earlier in waterfall model, hey, Mr. Infrastructure architect or administrator, can you build one server? Okay, give me some 1 week time. I will keep, ready my server. Then I will hand over you after securing and patching all those nonsense. No, baby. It's a 5 minute job, 10 minute job, or 1 hour job. Not more than that, or maximum 2 hours. Okay, it should not go beyond that because you have to close this provisioning today only. Getting my point? So that is called agility. Be agile. And only developer will be not agile. Your DevOps engineer will be agile. Your infrastructure administrator will be agile. Tester will be, everyone will be agile kind of. Clear?
Clear.
No question, sir? So far, so good?
Yeah, so for like IAC, infrastructure as a code, so in this infrastructure as a code, what we will be doing, we apart from security, so this code will be coming from developer side, and then DevOps will be responsible for.
No. So actually, mostly it will be taken care by the infrastructure architect. Okay. Your role will be somewhere when you are doing the security posturing, but you should know what's going on actually. It's not like that these things done by developer. You should know it is taken care by the infrastructure architect. You are a cloud security architect, right? But you should know the in and out things, what's going on, and even somewhere you have to use Terraform also. So Terraform is not nothing. It's like PowerShell command line. Simple. Okay. PowerShell command line. Clear? So far, so good?
Yeah, let's move.
ARM templates. Okay? Let's move. Well said. How this will be gone. Go. Go, Corona, go. Okay. So, what is Scrum Master?
I heard of this term, but I don't know actually what it is.
That's
Process
why
partner.
that's why we are connecting at 8 a.m. early morning, to know the
Yeah.
terms, to get clarity on that part, friend, right? So in interview,
Right.
if someone is asking some CI/CD pipeline, Scrum Master, DevOps engineering, so we should not
Mm-hmm.
blank. We can talk
Mm-hmm.
about, because they will ask security things. But if
Mm-hmm.
we don't know the framework, how will define the
Mm-hmm.
security, sir? That's a problem,
Right.
right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So Scrum Master, uh, like we have, already. I'm just revising those things, but you are not able to recall. We have developer,
Mm-hmm.
tester,
Mm-hmm.
DevOps engineer, infra, PM, PO, and Scrum Master. Try to relate this thing. So there will be daily call. Okay, daily call.
Mm-hmm.
You know about Jira?
Jira, yes.
Yes. So those things are interrelated, Negiji.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
uh, your daily call will happen, and all the user stories, your backlog will be jotted down within the Jira dashboard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you are going to get the user stories there. You are going to get daily call. There will be Scrum Master who will be leading the call actually. It's like, kind of controller actually.
Mm-hmm.
So there will be developer. Need not to tell what is the role of developer, tester, and DevOps engineer, infra, PM, project manager, PO, product owner. Product owner means who will be owning the product, the sponsorship of the project. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
the product or project. Project manager will be working with the Scrum Master, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the benefit of this there will be daily call and there will be Jira reporting. So in Jira, you have must have seen there is a list of stories, user stories, where you have
Mm-hmm.
backlog. So means you have to do the audit of your cloud infrastructure. The first job. Who will do that? Name is Mr. Praveen Negi, right? Second task is
Mm-hmm.
there. Secure the CI/CD pipeline assigned to Ratnesh Pandey. So
Mm-hmm.
now in everyday everyday call, Negi, what's update on this?
Mm-hmm.
Securing your, for me, like for Ratnesh, securing CI/CD pipeline. So I have to complete the pipeline. I have to showcase the pipeline how I'm securing, and then I have to close the user stories. Getting my point?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So in that way, everyone is agile,
Yes, I.
agility, Scrum Master. So things are happening fast. Okay.
So Scrum Master is a framework, agile framework, or it is a role. An individual will be owning this responsibility.
So actually, I will show you. Okay.
Like DevOps tells, in fact, here we will have some
Hmm.
individuals working under this role. The Scrum
Hmm.
Master is a framework or an individual who will be driving this.
So it's a actually here we are talking about role only, but let me clear
Mm-hmm.
you. I know where is the confusion. Let me show you. Not this. Can you read this
Now you have to open it. Yes.
already? Yeah,
Okay.
please. Hmm.
Privilege and benefits offered by Scrum Alliance, transforming the world of work. Okay, you are you are already a Scrum Master.
Yeah.
2017, 2016, whenever.
Intel.
Intel, okay.
When I was in Intel, yeah.
Oh, great, great.
Okay. So now Scrum Alliance is the framework, or you can say Scrum Alliance is providing the same, framework, and there are different role: Scrum Master, Product Owner. So Alliance is providing the framework, and Scrum Master
Okay.
will be your role. Actually, got it
Role.
now?
Oh,
So I have
got
given
it.
you proof of showing these things. Actually, clear? So far,
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So actually, uh, Scrum Master is going to control everything. See, if we will put the responsibility the project manager, so that's not good thing, right? Project manager have to focus on the timeline of the project. Getting my point? So that will come from, and Scrum Master will work in sync with project manager. Okay, product owner, project manager will also get in sync with PO. So all those things work into in a right defined framework to make the journey of the project successful and within the timeline. Clear? So far, so good?
So you mean that in a project, each person who is
Hmm.
performing their task,
Hmm.
they have to update daily and share the progress. And once that task is completed, they will automatically assign a new task.
Yes, there will be discuss. So, I'm coming to that. Don't worry, I will discuss. We call it as sprints, sprint planning,
Okay.
right?
Sprint planning. Mhm.
Yeah, we'll do, before starting up those things, so there will be, knowing that, we'll discuss same thing. So, like we
Okay.
have a sprint planning, we do a
Mhm.
sprint
Mhm.
of 2 weeks sprint, 1 week sprint, 1 month sprint, where we are going to noted down all the user stories, right? Like 10 user stories. User stories means task, simple.
Mhm.
User stories in our infrastructure language, take it as a task.
Okay.
Okay, so the list of tasks will be announced, and those will be assigned to respective stakeholders. So far,
Okay.
so
Got
good.
it. Yes.
And suppose within the 2 weeks, your tasks are not completed. So those tasks will be part of next sprint backlog. Okay, the
Mhm.
backlog. And
Okay.
those things will be discussed and those will be resolved. Clear? So far, so good.
Yes.
These things are process things, because you should know
Mhm.
these things, else how you are going to play the security architect role. Getting my point?
Mhm. Yeah.
Hope I'm on the same path, right? We are on the same page, right, sir?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, let's move forward and talk about CI/CD pipeline. Okay,
Mhm.
so suppose we have build. Here it is our build, right? And suppose we have test environment, dev environment, and production environment. Okay,
Mhm.
here your deploy will come. You know, so the pipeline will start from the build, right?
Mhm.
And build means nothing. Your repository, the coding is done by your, developers,
Mhm.
and the testing and everything will be done in here only. Okay, then you are going to deploy it by using Ansible, Jenkins, or many. You have many cloud
Mhm.
formation, or you can use your different tool we have, right? Azure
Mhm.
build, actually, right? And the deployment will be, first you are going to do in the testing environment. It's successful, then go for plan for dev, and finally production. So the CI/CD pipeline, this looks, our role will be as a cloud security architect, how we can secure our pipeline. Getting my point?
Mhm.
Everyone is doing
Mhm.
coding, testing, automation and everything. What
Mhm.
about the new word I'm going to tell you? You have to
Dev
remember.
security.
DevSecOps, not DevSecurity, okay?
Mhm.
DevSecOps.
Mhm.
Name it as it is, like IAC, in India against corruption. Okay. So DevSecOps means security of your DevOps engineering or pipeline, because a lot of concerns are there, and nowadays these uh, people are attacking directly CI/CD pipeline. So we have to make sure that our pipeline is secure. So far so good. Clear?
Yes. So this pipeline
Mm.
is this pipeline a network pipeline kind of things where we are
No.
we
This is
connect
the SDLC pipeline, software
HDLC
development
pipeline.
lifecycle. Yeah, not
Okay.
network.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So by default, infrastructure will be part of it, but here we are
Mm-hmm.
discussing mostly only application security,
Applications.
SDLC, software
Mm-hmm.
development lifecycle. So far so good,
Mm-hmm.
sir.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. And the last, not least, let's talk about monitoring. Okay.
Yeah.
Is monitoring part of security or not?
Of course, it's part of security until unless you monitor and you know where is the loophole and you
Yes.
will how will
Here
you
we
do the
go.
security?
Here we go. Yes. So monitoring, same like identity and access management, IAM, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a critical
Right.
path. In the same way, monitoring is like super critical, like IAD only, IAM only, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because if through monitoring you are going to get a lot of data for investigation, for reporting, right? So monitoring is part of, very much part of cloud security or security, right? So we have
Right.
Azure monitors, okay, Azure
Yeah.
logs,
Mm.
monitors, alerting, everything
Analytics.
is here, right? Analytics, a lot
Alerting.
of things are there, right? Alerting,
Mm-hmm.
everything. In the same way, we have AWS CloudWatch.
Cloud also.
CloudWatch. And in GCP, we have operations. That's a monitoring function or
Mm-hmm.
tool, you can say, operations.
Mm-hmm.
And these are cloud native monitoring. Okay, what is cloud native monitoring?
Cloud native monitoring is they will be able to monitor the resources or the infrastructure on the cloud platform only, not on the on-premise.
Mm-hmm. So means Azure Monitor, Azure Analytics, Azure Logs is going to take care of only Azure Cloud. Means Azure Cloud
Mm-hmm.
Native. AWS
Mm-hmm.
CloudWatch will monitor only AWS Cloud, Cloud
AWS,
Native.
yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Operation for GCP. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can, there are many different tools available. Okay. Which you
Mm-hmm.
can use for as a dual monitoring. Like, you can go for App Dynamics, New Relic. You can go for, this this is very famous monitoring for security also, what we call
Security
many,
center.
not security center, many actually. So many, so you can use as a third
Splunk.
party.
Splunk.
Splunk, yes sir, thanks for recalling those. Splunk, so Splunk is the
Okay.
add-on monitoring, and which is also going to help you in different security posturing. Clear?
So we with this Splunk monitoring, we can monitor the resources in different cloud. You are saying, like
Yeah,
some
you
if
can.
I have resources in both Azure and AWS,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
from Splunk I can monitor it from both.
Yes, sir. You can do that. Yeah, that's also
Okay.
option. But there are some limitation, like how much
Mm-hmm.
it is going to monitor your past environment or all those things.
Mm-hmm.
But yes,
Mm-hmm.
very much monitoring you can do, but there might be some limitation with the third party monitoring tool. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
because it cannot understand the past environment, right? Because infrastructure is totally
Mm-hmm.
different, and how it is going to monitor. So there are some
Mm-hmm.
limitations also.
Limitation.
Hope you
Okay.
understood, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's all for this, discussion. Two things I will discuss here in short. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Azure Security Center. Because I'm directly coming to the security actually. Azure
Mm-hmm.
Security Center.
Mm-hmm.
And second thing I will discuss Azure Sentinel. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What is Azure? What is Azure Security Center? What is the role of Azure Security Center?
Azure Security Center is a interface from where you get the your maintain your security posture. Like you get the monitoring data, recommendations. You can apply fixes. So you get the
Hold on, hold on,
securities.
hold on. So sometimes I'm getting your answer like some readable format, like you have read from somewhere, from the Microsoft blogs or somewhere. It's a platform. So try to make those lines actual lines. Getting my point?
Mm-hmm.
So we have to not showcase that we know the theoretical knowledge. No, that is not sufficient. We have to
Okay.
showcase that we have
Mm-hmm.
practical knowledge. You try to use your own language, Negi sir.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. Somewhere I've
Mm-hmm.
seen you are taking some definition kind of thing, and
Mm-hmm.
so somewhere, you are taking from any, you read it from somewhere and you ratta kind of
Yeah,
thing.
right. You are right. I am. It is just like that only because I am
Yeah.
also reading through documents, so maybe my
Yeah.
explanation is
So I
theoretical.
don't want ratta lines
Mm-hmm.
that showcase that even I can see.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know how things I can catch. So not today only. Earlier days also I find somewhere you are doing some ratta kind of thing. Don't do that, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Because the line items you're telling, it's like theoretical thing actually. We
Mm-hmm.
as a panel will not concerned about your theoretical knowledge. Panel is
Mm-hmm.
concerned about your own your own beauty. How.
Mm-hmm.
So don't go by the book or the blocks. Use your
Okay.
lines. Use your
Mm-hmm.
sentence. Just
Mm-hmm.
change it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Azure Security Center, because you remember all those things. It is a dashboard. It is a platform where you are going to see everything. So actually, change the line simply. Uh, I
Mm-hmm.
never use line of any book or any blog. I never use. I use my own line. Getting my point?
Mm-hmm.
I'm the cloud solution architect. You are the cloud solution architect, cloud security architect, right? So why we use we are full stack architect. Why we use book lines? No,
Right.
we will not. We will use our own lines. Okay, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Hope
Okay.
you don't mind. Okay.
No, no,
Okay.
feedback is appreciated.
Yeah, right. So somewhere I got something, essence like you're doing ratta something, the
Mm-hmm.
definition. Even
Mm-hmm.
one day I was talking about something, you are just directly giving me definition from the Microsoft only. No, it's not the case, sir. I don't like that. And
Okay.
even panel will not like that. They don't want this bookish, insects.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't want. Okay. We don't want. Nobody want actually. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So coming to Azure Security Center. Simple. Make it simple. See, I'm also from this, coming from the same background from where you are coming, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because we are into recorded session, we cannot talk too much. We will
Mm-hmm.
discuss after, stopping the recording, all those things. Okay. Let's take it offline. So Azure Security Center means you are going to do the assessment. What assessment? Security assessment of your Azure landing zone or Azure environment, production, development, right? What it will do actually, it will take care of all your engines, all your resources, starting from identity and access management like users, groups, your VMs, containers, right? Your network, NSG, your database, anything. So it will give some scoring. Okay. Can you share your screen by logging in the portal? I will show you in the portal only. It is possible or not?
No, it is possible. I
Okay.
will share
Share
my
your
screen.
yes, sir. Share your screen. Then you will get more idea actually how things work. We have to be practical approach. We have to follow the practical approach, right?
Yes,
Hands-on
yes.
approach, and things looks like we have hands-on experience. Okay.
So what do you see on my screen?
I can see your VPN connectivity. I can see your browser you open. Type
Okay.
portal.azure.com and don't see Raj Kundra, okay, nowadays.
I never used.
Everyone enjoying those things, but this person is unlucky, got caught.
Portal.azure.com. OAuth. You see,
Oh my God.
they are also
Awesome.
using OAuth, Microsoft.
Yes. Now you are smart enough. You know everything. Wow. Just search for Azure. Just minimize your screen, sir. It's too big actually. Minimize it. It's going beyond my desktop. Yeah. Yeah. So
I am by default login with SCL ID. I have to log in with my own ID.
go with your.
Okay, now here I am.
Search for Azure Security Center. Yeah, Security Center. Security. Fourth one. Fourth.
Yeah.
Security Center. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's an important thing because all the cloud players are changing their services named on very frequently. So you have to remember all those things. Go left, left. Yeah,
Yeah.
your screen is not coming fully. Actually, can you minimize it? It's going beyond my screen. I'm using
1 second.
Microsoft Surface.
Let me share it again. Share screen. Portion
Yeah,
of
yeah.
screen. I want
So my
to
screen is very
share.
small. Actually, it's not.
Now.
Yes, you are in sync now. Yes, sir. I can see
Okay.
now completely. Can you give me control? Mm, I'm asking control. Please approve it.
Okay.
And you have already approved it. Here we go. So this is your Azure Security Center. So
Right.
generally, question will be how you are going to do the assessment of Azure, Azure Cloud. So
Mm-hmm.
what will you answer? By using Azure Security Center.
Center. Mm-hmm.
So generally, what it will do, it will let's getting started just to show you how to secure. Go up. Cloud Security Posture Management.
Mm-hmm.
Can you read these things?
Get continuous assessment and prioritize security recommendation with Azure Security Score and verify compliance with regulatory standards.
Right. So what about the regulatory standard like ISO,
ISO,
GD, GDPR,
GDPR,
right? SOC
right?
1, SOC 2, SOC 3, HIPAA,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
HIPAA. Those are the compliance as per country, rules, regulations, land
Mm-hmm.
of, so all those things are already compliant and it is going to check. Second one is, can you read this one?
Cloud workload protection for machine. Protect Windows, Linux, and on-prem servers. Protection include configuration and vulnerability management, workload hardening, and server EDR.
Okay, clear?
Hmm.
And the last, not least, what is this?
Advanced threat protection for PaaS. Prevent threat and detect unusual activity on PaaS workload, including app service plan, storage account, and SQL servers.
Okay, so
Hmm.
actually, it's a chargeable. it's a chargeable service. For
Mm-hmm.
servers, they're going to charge $15 per month. App services, different charges, communities. So actually, it is going to get complete security monitoring or assessment of your workloads. Okay. And now they will give you score. Actually, the important point is score. Come to the score. So what will do they will provide the scoring. Okay, let's take one example. Suppose you have user Ratnesh, okay, for which multi-factor authentication is not enabled. So what Azure Security Center will do? Just example I'm talking about. Okay,
Yeah,
it
so Azure
will make
Security
it
Center.
non-compliant.
Yeah.
Don't try to try to understand the things, and try to make your lines, make your sentences. Okay, so I can also make a ret of things. I can also do that, but it's not easy because I have many products to to go through. It will be mission impossible for me to making ret of all those things. So in same way, scoring is so that user will be non-compliant, and it will be impacting the score of that resource or that thing. So in that way, this scoring happened. The so like go to security alerting. Let's see any alert for you. So I think it's not configured. That's why it's not showing here anything here.
No, I have not created anything. No? I have to
Right, right.
create something.
Wait. Yeah, yeah. Then you will understand. Yeah. So mostly it is going to give you scoring, and this is our free subscription also. It will show the complete inventory, right? What are the resources are lying. So I think we don't have anything actually in the subscription, and that's why it's not showing. Regulatory compliance. Let's go to regulatory compliance. So those are related something. Okay, you have, yeah, the compliance is nothing. Those the HIPAA, it will depend upon the customer actually.
Customer.
And Azure Defender. So now Microsoft Defender is very popular and very robust and very smart nowadays. Earlier we used to not to enable this Azure Defender or Microsoft Defender, but now this is very mature enough because this Azure Defender is using machine learning capabilities, artificial intelligence capabilities, to detect all the workloads and all those things is very mature enough. So simply you have to understand that uh, the scoring part will come to the picture. For the interview purposes, remember, Azure Security Center is going to do the assessment, and you can generate a report from here, and you can show who is the management. And and security is not one day job, sir. It's continuous, continuous action job. Actually, you will be doing, here and there, and it will be ongoing process. Okay.
Okay.
Any questions here before we stop? Because I have another session at 9,